We're here with Charlie Lalonde, the Biomass Project Coordinator for the Ontario Federation of Agriculture. Charlie's just spoken at the BioProducts Cluster Workshop here in Toronto. Charlie, you were here you saw the progress here last year. What's changed since then?
We're now going from studies to tangible projects. What has happened in the last month with Comet announcing that they were going to build a sugar extraction facility for corn stover in Sarnia, and just recently that the Cellulosic Sugar Producers Co-op were going to become partners with Comet. So all of a sudden, we have producers involved in a real project that will generate income for them.
Farmers created their own problem. They're so good at producing corn in Ontario that they have got the yields to a level now, as you mentioned during your presentation, that now they have to get rid of that stover, which is a problem.
That's absolutely correct. After the grain is harvested, there's over a foot of stover that remains in the field, and it requires several passes of disking to be able to work that material in the top layer of the soil. And the material doesn't decompose quickly, but when it does decompose, it stays at the surface. So it's subject to more runoff possibilities through the winter period.
The limitation for farmers or the holdback for them has been compaction issues like that they're worried about, and the cost of removing that stover. You've overcome some of those hurdles to date?
Yeah. I firmly believe that depending on the acreage that needs to be harvested, that the baling crews are going to have to be in the same fields that the combines are. Because usually when the combine's going through the field, the soil structure will support the bigger equipment, as opposed to coming back to those fields several weeks later. The conditions might change, but we also know that we can equip the balers, the tractors, with oversized tires, and that eliminates about 20% of the compaction.
The Comet Biorefining has indicated that it wants to have a plant in Sarnia by 2018. Are you going to be ready for it?
Oh, absolutely. Personally, I've been involved with projects on farms for the last 3 years. We're going to continue doing some projects in 2016, and work will continue to ensure that we have sufficient baling crews and equipment in 2017. And Comet needs about 70,000 tons, so that's roughly 40,000 acres of corn stock. And so it's not a huge undertaking when you compare it to the 700,000 tons that the different projects in Iowa require.
Have you sensed now that there's so many encouraging signs that farmers are starting to buy into this as a very viable project?
Yes, there's definitely signs there. The Sugar Co-op is doing its due diligence in approaching farmers, and the work that they're doing along with Comet, producers will finally see a real project to take part in.